There's the babies. So I'll just wait a few minutes. So, hello guys. We wanted to come on tonight and just show you guys the babies. While everybody's joining on, I thought we would just go ahead and start weighing them. Then I can, you know, talk to you guys further about last night and kind of explain what happened. But we want to show off these sweet babies first. Heidi's outside for a second eating, so we're gonna start weighing them now. So, do you want to go ahead and start? Hey, Hannah. So we got little Harry first. Hey, Harry. So we already weighed him once today, so this is their second weight of the day, and he was, wow, he was 605 this morning.
643.
Good job, little guy. 643. So we're weighing him in grams. So Harry, here's Harry, was 605, and now he's 643.
Dobby.
Good job. Hey, little Dobby. Hey, little guy. Oh, you don't like it? He doesn't like it. Well, he's a bobblehead. It's hard to get weights at
665.
665.
No, he was small.
He was 640, so he's gone up. 665.
And the long girl.
Wow, it's hard to write when you're looking through your phone. Never knew that. Oh, Hermione. I know. So she's up to
652.
So Hermione was, what was she? 6'10", and now she's, what was she?
652.
652. Good job, little Hermione.
Who do we have left?
We have Brown, Hagrid, and Orange, Ron Weasley. So next we have, who we got? Hagrid. Hey, bud. Hey, big boy. He's my big boy. The two biggies for last. 675. 675, Hagrid. So he went up a little bit. He was 665. So he went to 675, which is still good. Anything going up is good. Anything going down is not so good. So, all right. And then last, I'll come back to y'all in a minute after we do these. Who's that? Ron Weasley. Hey, Ron Weasley. He's so cute. So Ron Weasley, he's my other big boy. Look how big he is.
90.
690, we'll go with Ron Weasley. 662, so now he's 690. So they're doing great. As you can see, let's see. Ron and Hagrid have always been in a race from the beginning. Who's the biggest? And it looks like Ron is definitely taking the lead tonight, but doesn't mean anything. That could change tomorrow. So today we've just been really focusing on watching their weights. And then let's look at Hermione. 411. She looks good. She looks really good. So see, okay, so we'll go back to the bad news of the day. And first I wanted to just start with saying thank you guys so much for all your sweet thoughts and prayers. And yes, Hedwig was our first baby that was born. So it was really hard to even really post about it. Love you too, Nakia. To come up with the right words, to be honest. But we had to talk about it. So just starting out with weights, as you can see, she was born 410. Then she went up to 444, so that's great. 471 was good, day 2. So last night is when we started having problems, okay? So she didn't go down like a ton, but you can see she did go down. Well, anytime they go down instead of up, for puppies is a concern. For humans, many times, you know, our babies lose weight after birth. It's very common and normal, and it's not that big of a deal. But for puppies, it's different. So when you start to see a weight loss, you start to get a little concerned. Not a huge concern, because I have had weight losses or like weights kind of stay the same or just lose a little bit like this. And it's not always that much of a concern. It's just as soon as I did this, which, by the way, when I was doing their weights, I had not seen any concern up to that point. And I actually did them a little early last night. It was like 7 o'clock. Let's go back to the babies. Oh no, somebody wants his mama. Somebody wants his mama. Hold on, buddy. Here, all right, here you go. There's your friends. There's your friends. There's your brothers. Hey, sweet girl, you gonna stay warm right there? Okay, so anyways, I didn't see any concerns as far as the way she was acting yesterday. I did a video in the morning time of them eating, and she was eating good. They were all eating great. You know, I weighed them in the morning. No, I didn't weigh them. I weighed them the night before, and they were all doing good. So I just didn't really have a concern at all. So as you guys know, like, Hedwig was our firstborn. She was born outside in the coldest day of the year. So, you know, that was a little bit of a complication. She did do well after that. She was gaining weight. She didn't really seem to have any issues. So the weight loss was my first sign. And really with puppies, that's one of the biggest things. But sometimes there aren't, you know, I guess apparently it happens so fast. And we've been really blessed up to this point to have really great puppies, and you know, we have lost a few at birth, but we never had lost one after that fact. So this is kind of all new for us, and I think another hard-hitting thing, because you just don't expect it, especially by day 3. I'm thinking, well, soon they're going to be self-regulating their temperatures, like they're over the hump. Of course, I was watching them all the time, you know, so you kind of just think things are going well. Friday was a great day. Hey, Hyde. It was the first day that I was actually able to get them all in a group shot, like lined up. Heidi was happy. Thank you, Mary. She actually smiled for the first time. Hermione's doing the army crawl. Where are you going? You gonna find your mama? You better get her. She left you. Lay down, Hyde. I'll give her to you. Lay down. There you go. Here, baby, let me help you. Okay. So, you know, we got the group picture with Heidi, which I'm so glad we did, and she was smiling. Thank you, guys. So it was a good day. Friday was a really good day. Just think everything's going well, right? So 7 o'clock comes, and I just do the weights, still not think anything's wrong. So as soon as I saw her weight, I was kind of like, that's not good. So I was like, well, let me go ahead and get her feeding and watch her feed and make sure she has a good suck and make sure she's doing well with feeding. So that was the first thing I did. And right away, she didn't eat well. So I was like, okay, well, the thing was, I wasn't sure. She could have just eaten because I didn't see the time before when they ate. So part of me was like, well, maybe she just ate because they were all passed out like this. And sometimes when they're passed out like this, they don't want to eat because they just ate. So I wasn't quite sure at first, but so I decided instead of, forcing her to eat, because she did suck a little, she just wasn't interested. So I put her on the heating pad and thought, well, let me just warm her up to make sure, she's warm, because a lot of times when they don't eat good, it could be their temperature. So we did that. She did not like the warming pad. She doesn't like this. She would scream every time I put her on it. So at least I thought she didn't like it, but I didn't really understand why she was screaming. So she was kind of crying a lot. She started to. She cried some during the day yesterday, because I remember saying to myself, you sound like a screech owl. Like you are an owl. Because she was making these little screams. But again, it wasn't very often, and it wasn't anything I was too concerned about. I just remember thinking, like, she sounds like an owl for a second. But then she'd stop. As long as she was right next to Heidi, she was happy. So, anyways, long story short, nothing I did worked. I tried to warm her up. That didn't work. She started to cry more. I tried to feed her. I could get her to, like, suck really slowly. So I tried to warm her up again, try to feed her, kind of went back and forth. I did have this happen with Juliet that was so small. And once I got her warm, she kind of just popped out of it and she was fine. But I just couldn't get to that point with Hedwig last night. So, of course, you start thinking other things. And I had seen a lot on puppy, what's it called? It just went out of my head.
Puppy fading syndrome?
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I'm my head's blank, but puppy fading syndrome. And it's something that apparently is pretty common. I was reading 30% of puppies die from it. I've seen a lot of breeders have this issue. We just never have. We've been fortunate. So anyways, I'm kind of just going in through, like, what happened last night. So she dropped a little weight. She wouldn't eat. Nothing I was doing was helping. The warming wasn't helping. So when I started thinking about puppy syndrome, I talked to the vet, of course, was closed. I talked to one of my good friends that's a breeder, and we talked about it for a little bit. And she does cats as well, so she knew a little bit more about the fading syndrome than I did. She sent me a protocol and what you can do for it, so we tried that. Basically, it's giving them some glucose to try to just stimulate them, and we went through that protocol, and it seemed to kind of help a little bit to get her to suck a little bit, but like, see Hermione's, see how she's sucking good? I just couldn't get her to do that at all. Like, she could barely lift her head up. She became just lethargic, very lethargic. So that was, obviously different. And then, I still kept trying after that point for a little bit. And then I took her temperature. It was a little bit low. I listened to her heart. Then I started getting even more concerned because I started thinking, like, all these things, but her heart rate was very low compared to the others. So that was concerning. So I just decided around midnight. So from 7 to midnight, I was working constantly with her. And at that point, I was like, that nothing's helping. And she seemed to be fading more. She wasn't fading, like, fast, but it just was going, I could tell it was going downhill instead of uphill. Are you hungry, Harry? Let's get over there. Here's Harry. So, see, they're vigorous. See how they move around a lot. She was not doing any of that. So I decided to take her to the emergency vet, and I felt hopeful. They put her under the warmer, and they told me that they would like to keep, she was under the warmer, her blood sugar was good, which was good. It was like 167. So that made me feel better. But then they said, we're going to put her into the warmer because her temp's cold. And I said, okay. And then I waited like an hour, and then they said, you know, the temperature's not going up. Instead, it went down. So the vet said we would like to just keep her overnight, get her temperature up, try to feed her, and then we'll call you and update you in the morning. So I left feeling pretty good about it. I knew that, like, I couldn't do anything for her, so I would rather know that we did everything we could. And I had a feeling if I had not taken, I know she would have passed away here, no doubt about it, maybe even sooner. So it was kind of one of those things that I just felt I needed to try, at least see what the vets could do for her. And I told her to put an IV in or whatever you want to do, whatever it takes. So I was kind of surprised when at 5 o'clock, you know, they called and said that she had slowly faded away. It was a little shocking, to be honest. I mean, I was kind of not shocked because I kind of knew she wasn't doing well. But I just kind of thought maybe she would turn around, you know. And when she didn't, that was devastating, to say the least. So it's been kind of a hard day. And, you know, obviously we wanted to know what happened, why this happened. And sometimes I think sometimes you don't know why it happens for sure. But we did call our vet that we love so much. And where are you going? Oh, you want to go see your babies? Oh, I know what it is. Daddy put macaroni and cheese out there for you. Well, okay, Heidi. She's like, wait, let me go eat a little bit more and I'll come right back. Whoops, sorry, Harry. So, anyways, she went to go eat her mac and cheese. She'll come back. I'm sorry. That wasn't very nice of your mom, was it? There we go. So, it's okay. I'm right here. I'm right here. I know I can't give you food, but I'll put my hand here for you. I know. It's okay. It's okay, girl. I know. So, anyways, that's kind of what happened. So we took her to our vet after she passed away, and she is going to do an autopsy and see if maybe there is an organ issue. I tend to think possibly cardiac, just because the heart sounded different to me. And also, I don't know if you guys remember, but I would say like her hands were puffy, and I started thinking about like third spacing and thinking about possibly like retaining fluid. Like maybe her heart wasn't pumping strong enough. It definitely wasn't, because her heart rate was very low, but it could have been that low because she was shutting down at that point. So, you know, I don't know. I didn't listen to their hearts like before, because it's not something I commonly do. And they were all doing so well. And I don't ever usually worry about their weights too much with Heidi's because she's so good. Oh, thank you guys for such sweet comments. I just thought, you know, maybe I could explain a little bit on like how it happened. It really was quick. Even though it was a few hours, it was kind of like shocking. Like you think everything's going great, and like 5 o'clock, I'm posting those pictures of Heidi with the babies, you know what I mean? And then 2 hours later, I'm like freaking out that she's lethargic. So it's kind of like a little bit shocking, to say the least. But I will say that she did look a little different from the day she was born. Okay, now it's time to lay down. Lay down. Let me help you guys. Okay, let's get all these guys on real quick. Oh, I know. Oh, sorry, I'm not filming. There we go. Good job, Heidi. Do you want your little Hedwig? There we go. To see how they're all like vigorous and moving around, and eating good. I couldn't even get her to hold her head up by the end of it. I was like force feeding her just to get some drops. Wait, are you guys on one? Here, Harry. Like normally you can just like direct them like this. But when you're like having to open her mouth for her, that was bad. So yeah. She is such a good mom. I'm so sorry, Hyde. I know she knows. She just seems sad today. I'm so sorry. I love you so much. And you still took care of your baby. You probably knew something. I feel like she knew something was wrong. Because I always say, like, wait and see Heidi the day she has her babies and after, and she's going to have the biggest smile on her face ever. And, like, she didn't for a couple days. And I was like, why isn't she smiling like she normally does? She must just be tired. But maybe she, like, knew. But it didn't stop her from taking care of her. She still took care of her. She still cleaned her. She still fed her. She still was a great mom. Even if she knew something was wrong, she didn't reject her at all. They're so smart. And you go back and try to think, what could I have done differently or what could have been better? And, you know, even the cold nights, you know, you worry, did she get too cold or something? And, you know, we always have the heating pad, which it gets pretty hot. Like right now it's a little hot. So they don't necessarily like it that hot, but I just turned it down a little bit because it's like hot. But, oh, that little noise. And see how their tails are up. Now what are you doing over here? Are you eating good? Yeah, you're eating good. You're just sideways. Urgh. Of course, now I'm like a freak about it. Okay, tail's up. Good. Is your tail up? Yeah, they're eating good. That's what it should look like. They got the one left arm up. They're all in the same position. Left arm up, guys. Left arm up. Tail's out. As sad as I'm being, you can't be sad when you're... as sad as I'm feeling, you can't be sad when you're around them. Because they're just so cute and they bring out so much joy. So as sad as we are, these guys are actually pulling us through. They really are. Thank you so much, Kathy. Isn't it so cute? Everybody, thank you. I mean, you guys have been so sweet and understanding. Yeah, those back ones are full of milk. And he's the one that didn't gain as much, so I'm glad he's back there, actually. Even though he's the big guy. Look at Ron. Ron, now you're a piglet. Here, let's put you back here. Let's put you up here. You back here. You got it, Hermione? Here it is. Right there, go. Whoop. There you go. She already ate, so she's like, that's okay. I'll still eat more. Oh, is that one out? It's out. Underneath. Underneath, guys. Oh, is that one? There you go. There's one. Yeah, thank you, Heidi. Thank you. They need those underneath ones. Hold on. You go down here. You go down here. Down here. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. There you go. There's a good one. And you two are fighting. And you want one, so go down. Right here, Ron. Look. Look, Ron. Right here, Ron. Right here, Ron. He can't find it. It's down here, buddy. Down here. Down there. Whoop. Jeez. There. It's right there. You're almost there. Go left. Left. There, you got it. You got it. Sorry, I can't help him and hold the phone. I mean, normally I don't have to help him, but what was really cute, how Heidi just went on her side totally so they could get down low. That's sweet. That's sweet, Heidi. So I don't know if you guys have questions about what happened, feel free to ask. Like I said, they are doing an autopsy to see if maybe it's her heart or her lungs were clear. She didn't aspirate. There is a potential certain viruses and bacteria that can cause this. So we're definitely like praying it's not something like that, because then that can affect the whole litter. So we definitely don't want to have puppy fading syndrome puppy by puppy. That would be horrific, but I have read about it. I did ask the vet also about being born outside, and it was so cold and everything. They didn't seem to think that was 100% the reason for per se, because she did well after that. So I don't think so. I mean, was she in the birth canal a long time? Maybe, but maybe not. She did look different. I don't know if you guys watched the birth, but I was like, she looks like a little chipmunk. Like, basically, she looked a little different in her face. So the 2 babies I've had pass away at birth, but of course both had cleft palate, Fred and Briar Rose. The first thing I checked with Hedwig was her cleft palate, because she looked the same in the face. And I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a different look. She didn't have it. So I was like, well, maybe it's from the birth. She was like stuck, and her face just looks kind of asymmetrical almost. And she was puffy. So again, puffiness to me goes a little bit back on her heart. CHF, some kind of heart defect where she's not pumping the fluid out as she's not pumping as she should. Something like that made me think that now. I didn't think that at the time, though, I'll be honest. At the time, I just thought she looked a little different, but I just thought to myself it was from the birth. Now I'm starting to think maybe there was something going on more with her organs, and she had a birth defect of some sort that you just couldn't really tell by looking at her. And the vet seems to think that that's a good possibility. So she's actually doing the autopsy to look at her organs. We are going to get her back and bury her outside in our backyard with our other babies. It's truly been devastating. Truly. But I said I was going to get through this and not cry, so I'm not going to cry. But, yeah. She was very special. And maybe it's because she looked a little different. Maybe it's because she was born outside. I just called her a little owl. And then even when she was making those little cries, I was like, oh, you're my little screech owl. But then as the cries got worse, it was heartbreaking. I have a video of it, but I can't even post that. But it's heartbreaking. And it's a very classic sign of puppy fading syndrome. So Ella was with us last night, and the boys weren't. Ella kind of knew what was going on, and she went upstairs, and I went and talked with her, and I just said, the results real quick. I don't know for sure. I'm thinking Monday we'll know. And, about the virus part of it, the vet, she didn't say for sure, our vet, that it for sure wouldn't be a virus. But she tended to think not, because usually that doesn't happen this soon. You see a lot of, there's a herpes virus that's very common in puppy fading syndrome. You see that a lot. She said it 1 to 2 weeks, not 3 days, because it takes a while for it to affect them. So she tended to think that was not the case. The bad part about that is the emergency vet put her in the freezer. So, because they did that, and didn't just put her in a fridge or on ice. It sounds so terrific to even say, but they can't test for viruses now. Boo. I'm very upset about this. So all we can do is just watch them. So you guys know I will be like a nutcase and watching them 24/7. But she did reassure us that she doesn't seem to think that. And to be honest, I don't either, and I don't want anyone to worry. I really think there was something genetically not formed right or something like that. Or it could have been like her birth, the way it happened. I don't know. I'm just thinking it's maybe one of those things. So we will be able to find those things out, hopefully through the autopsy part. And she's going to do it. She might have already done it and just hasn't got back with us, but we'll hear back probably Monday is my guess. She'll let us know and we can look how dark he is. Isn't he so dark? You know, tater bum. They definitely are pulling us through. These guys are so cute. And anyways, I did talk to Ellen. She's so smart. And she told me last night that she's very sad. And she said, I think Hedwig's going to pass away, Mom, or die. And I said, well, why do you think that? And she said, because of her cry. The way she's crying right now. And I said, yeah, I know. It's not good. And she said, that's the way Briar Rose cried when she was born. And I don't know if any of you guys watched that birth, but it's a very distinctive noise. And she remembered it. It'll hit you right away. I remember it. And so she said that that's why she was thinking that she wasn't going to make it. So she's a smart girl. She's going to be okay. We're all a little sad. Look at their nose are starting to turn dark. Dobby, let me see your nose, buddy. Look at that nose. It's not pink anymore. See, they change every day. Thank you, Debbie. She is. And yes, he's way darker. Way darker. I mean, the camera doesn't, he's pretty dark too. These two are the darkest. Harry and Hagrid. But they're all dark. It's just, the camera makes it, like, these look light right now, but they're not, trust me. I don't know why the camera makes it look that way. So if he looks dark on the camera, imagine in real life, he's like chocolate. He's almost like a chocolate color, to be honest. He's very, very dark. The lighting, I think, is what does it, maybe. Hey, how's Joey? Joey, I called on the phone. He cried on the phone. So it's sad. But the only reason I told him on the phone, I wanted to tell him in person, but he can see my post. And I'm like, I don't want to post this and like him find out that way. So, you know, I did call him and Bubba, and they were sad. They are. But for our kids, you know, they'll be fine. We've lost puppies before, just not like this. I think the hard part is that, you know, we had kind of already picked her to be the guardian, and she just, I don't know. Like I said, she had me at hello. The second I saw her, I fell in love, and it's probably because she was special. So I keep telling myself God needs the special ones. Not that they're not all special, because they are. But look at your nose, Harry. It's starting to turn too, bud. Look at that face. You're so cute. Hi, buddy. You're so cute. I'm sorry about your sissy. I'm so sorry. This one breaks my heart. But I'm keeping it. I'm going to keep this Hedwig little blankie that I love so much. I'm going to keep that right with you so you can still have her with you, okay? Okay, baby. How do you pick guardians? Are you looking for any right now? So far, our guardians have been either like previous families or people we know or people that have been referred to us. We've kind of been lucky on that aspect of just going with like a trusting relationship that we actually know. Not to say it's always going to be like that, but so far I have like this family for this litter, and they actually obviously were prepared for Hedwig, so it was very sad for them too. Very, very sad. So, and then Charlotte, I already have hers lined up. And that's all I have prepared for right now, which will leave us with 4 guardians for right now. And then in the future, what I can do is once we want more guardian homes on our website, it kind of explains about the guardian program. But it's something you're interested in, we can definitely talk about it in the future, how it works. A little bit's on the website, though, if you're interested, www.cooleydoodles.com. With that, we'll explain that program. But right now, we don't really have a spot per se available yet. Hey, girl. Now, we are going to keep Hermione. And you're just a special girl, so don't make me let you feel like you're not, okay? You are. You are. It's just her family that was going to get her really liked her, and we really liked Hedwig, and it was like perfect. So now I have to disappoint I have to disappoint a lot of people, let's just say that, and y'all know that hurts my heart more than anything. I hate it. I hate it so much. And we always say, once they're born, we're going to make sure they stay alive, which, I mean, we try. But I have talked to a lot of breeders that have gone through this. So it's definitely a thing. We've just been lucky. And I don't know that I could have done something differently or not. I just wish it hadn't happened for sure. I wish she was still here so much. But I also know that God must have needed her more. And we still have these 5 to be very blessed with. So now comes the stage of just making sure these guys are okay and that they're going to do well. And they're doing great so far, so good. But of course now I'm going to be a nervous Nelly. Hermione, you just flipped over. So they definitely make our days brighter. Thank you, Angela. I really appreciate everybody's sweet comments and words, and they are in a little milk coma, aren't they? And yes, Claremont, that's not very far. That's another thing we do, like to make sure that if we have guardians, they live close by. That's very important, obviously. But we have some that are like an hour away, an hour and a half. So yeah.
About an hour away.
Huh?
Fairmont's about an hour away.
Yeah, so we have people that far. It just can't be like another state or something like that, you know. She was in the birth canal a long time, actually, but could have had an effect, I guess. Although it's just weird, like she was gaining weight. If you look up puppy fading syndrome, she really did the classic thing that they say it does. They do really well, and then all of a sudden they just hit a block and fade away. And that's exactly, she literally faded away. I hate that she wasn't with us. I hate that more than anything. But If I didn't take her to the vet last night, she would have passed away with us. No doubt about it. I would have always said to myself, what if I would have taken her in and they could have saved her? That's what I kept telling myself. If I don't take her, I'm going to always wonder. And I would blame myself for not taking her. So had to know that I did everything in my power. But it's not always in our power, you know, no matter what we do. I'm glad you're eating again, little monkey. It's not always in our power. These guys are so precious. I love how their little noses are turning. Oh, Ron Weasley, what's the matter over there? Come here, buddy. You got stuck. I'm so sorry. Well, now that you guys are in a milk coma, let's stick you back over here on the heating pad. Or at least they don't like the heating pad for some reason. Have you noticed that, babe?
Yeah, and I turned it down because I thought, well, maybe it's too hot for them, but...
Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Krista. Thank you, Barb. I know, Nakia. Thank you. And Debbie. We do appreciate it. It just sucks, you know? Thank you, Mary. Yeah, it just stinks. Like, I just really, really thought everything was going so well. I really did. But, and you know, it's hindsight's always 20/20. So, you know, in the back of my head, I was like, you know, now that I think about it, she did look different a little bit. But she started looking better. Like, she was a little swollen, but she definitely started looking better. But there was just something different. I don't know exactly what it was. And even the vet last night that checked her out said she couldn't find anything wrong with her at all except for her temperature. If it's a virus, can something be done to save the babies? Well, depending on what it is, like a bacteria, for example, would need antibiotics. But the viruses is what would spread to, they would all contract it from birth, I guess.
It's not detrimental.
It's not always life-threatening if you know what's going on. How did she say to treat it? Well, how do you treat it? There's no medication for...
No, there's no medication for it, but it's not something that, like, they can live a happy, normal life with it.
Right, but I'm saying, like, when they have it, you just have to, like, keep them warm.
It's heat loss for some reason. It affects their core temperature.
So that's what they told us, the virus affects their temperature, which that's what her problem was. But so we just have to pray about that. We definitely have to pray about that for these guys because I can't handle that again. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. And, I mean, her birth was different. But I also have read, like, terrible things from breeders where, like, they lose one day, 2 days later they lose, like, another one, and they all fade away or whatever. And I was like, dear Lord, please don't do it to me. But if we know they have it, you can just focus on feedings and heat. And our vet said they could survive it. I know, isn't it so cute when they do the doodle pose? Thank you. Thank you, guys. I mean, I don't think it's a virus per se. I mean, Heidi would have had to contract it like 3 weeks before she delivered in that time frame around. And our dogs literally don't go anywhere. You know, I don't even know how you get it. I asked that and they didn't really have an answer. Did she tell you how they get it? I think it's just like any other virus. You can get it anyway. I don't know if it's in the grass. I don't know. But we will be researching that part. But like our dogs don't leave the house, so I just tend to think that it wouldn't be that. And especially because she was different looking and her birth was different. So those things make me think that it's just specific to her. So I don't want anybody worrying. But we always like to be transparent and honest about it too, you know. Nothing is a guarantee with any of this, you know. Even though these puppies are here, it's never a guarantee. So you don't bring your, yeah, you never know, I guess, right? Have you had that happen before, Krista? There's a couple different things, like parvo's one, for example, but we don't have parvo. Like that's not even, we've never had that ever in our breeding program. Knock on wood, yeah. And then the herpes one is the most common, I think. But again, I just don't even know how they get that. Don't have a clue. But I know Heidi didn't go anywhere. That's for sure. And it's not like an STD type thing. Where are you going? You coming over to me? You coming over here? Oh, you want to go see Ron? That's so cute. Yeah, I'm a worrywart too. Yeah, we don't do dog parks whatsoever. I wouldn't even do a dog park if I didn't have any dogs. I mean, if I didn't have so many dogs. Just because I'm scared. I'm a worrier though too. And when you're a worrier and bad things happen, then it's real bad. So, it's real bad. Let me just put it that way. Real bad. Because I love these babies with all my heart and soul. Even on day one. By day 3, I'm attached. And so is our family. Ella was really sad. I'm not going to lie. She was really heartbroken. It's really hard. You hate to see your children sad. I know. See how they are after they eat? Yep. They just pass out. And that's how she was at first last night. So I thought, maybe she just ate. She's just like milk drunk. But, after working with her for a little bit, I was like, nope. Something more. Little Hermione. So here's I'll show you guys their looks, how they look. Here's little Hermione. Say hi. Hello. Here, let me put you on the heating pad. There's her little sweet face. Is your nose turning? A little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Sweet girl. Oh wait, does she have white on her chest? No. No, it's just the light. She's passed out. And here is Ron Weasley. She's a character. He loved his sissy. He tried to keep her warm. He was always cuddling with her. Hedwig and Hedwig looked alike. I'm so sorry, Ron. Are you trying to open your eyes? The bacterial infection brought the dog to a vet hospital in Florida. Was there for weeks. They brought the dog home and he passed. Oh, goodness. That's so sad. And I mean, it's as terrible as it sounds. It could be always worse, That's one thing I said. If God had to take her, I would rather it have been sooner than later, because the longer we would have her, the harder it would be. And especially, gosh, if you have an older dog, oh my goodness. It's always heartbreaking to lose an animal, no matter what age, obviously. Okay, here's Dobby. Hi, cutie. He's cute. Look at his nose. You're so cute. You remind me of your sissy, too. You do. Sweet boy. Then Harry. Come here, Harry. Come here, buddy. Ooh, little boy. Oi. Come over here. Okay, let me look at your face. Oh, Harry. Oh, look, Harry's like a fan favorite, right? Look at those ears sticking out. Look how cute you are. Can't wait till they can open their eyes. He's a cutie. Hi. See, they roll off the heating pad like, this thing's too hot. Is it too hot? Oh, wait, we didn't look at Hagrid. Hagrid! You're so dark. You can kind of see his coloring right here. I don't know if y'all can tell, but he almost looks chocolate to me in a weird way. It's very dark. Okay, buddy, come here. You did the doodle pose. I know. I just messed you up. Mama's got to clean you. He's so gorgeous. You are gorgeous. They all are gorgeous. I love his color. Love it. Stretch. He's like, really, Mom? Trying to sleep here. See how they just try to get off the heating pad? Maybe I should turn it down more. Turn it down a little bit more. So here they are. Did you guys talk about dinner, babe?
Yeah, she didn't have any ideas. I was thinking Mexican food, maybe.
Where's Hermione? Heidi, where's your daughter? Heidi, you okay? You okay, baby? I'm so sorry. You're gonna be okay. You're such a good mom. I know. I'm right here. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm right here. Mama's here. I'll give you a hug. She's so smart. She's so smart. I know she knows exactly what's going on. So sorry. There's Hermione. She's hiding over there. I could watch them all day. Well, anyways, so I just thought I'd come on and tell you guys what happened, and thank you guys for being supportive and loving and caring for us like you always are. And, you know, if you could just say a little prayer for these guys just to make sure everything goes well. We'll definitely update more tomorrow on how they're doing. And they don't have any symptoms or signs that would scare me in the least right now. Everything seems to be going really well. Knock on wood. But I was going to do some pictures and stuff, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it without Hug Hedwig right now. So I gotta just take a little time to process everything. But I'm sure I'll be just sitting here mostly with them, so I'm sure I'll be posting pictures soon. Look at little Harry. See, that's a good picture. Oh, he's cuddled up with Hedwig. So sweet. He likes that little blankie. He was with it. Yeah, he was with it earlier too. And Hermione, I don't like you way over there. Okay, so come back with the group. We're gonna stick together. Okay, we're gonna stick together. Okay? Thank you. All right. Well, we hope everyone has a good night. I think I did pretty good and got through this. And we definitely will be back soon. Thank you, Krista. I definitely will try. Yeah. I think I only slept like 2 hours last night, maybe. So I'm probably a little delirious too at the same time. Aren't they cute? Hermione does not like this heating pad, I'm telling you. I'm out of here. You have to climb over your brother first. Whoops. You got over one. Are you going to get over the other one? Yes, of course you are. She's like, it's too hot. Coming over here in the corner. Okay. You're good. You're good right here. You can stay right next to me. I love you too. Love you too, girl. Yeah, she is curly. Curly girl. Curly girl. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Here. Why don't you come closer to me so you can stay warm at least like this. Okay? There. Mom, we might just have to start snuggling them in blankets and holding them. Doesn't bother me. Somebody got the hiccups. Oh, Hagrid, do you have the hiccups? I'm sorry. He's got the hiccups. I know, right? They're so fun to hold. She doesn't really like us to hold them too, like, away from her. She's okay if I pick them up right here, but if we start to, like, we did at one point take Hedwig in the other room, and Justin held her on his chest, like skin to skin, and we had heat on her that way. But she was like, what are y'all doing? So she's not quite ready to let them out of the room, but I can hold them right here. I really don't think they're cold though, because every time I put them on the heating blanket, they run away from it. One night they did get a little cold, I think, because when I came in here, Heidi had them all under the heating blanket, but she's so smart. Like, she had them all tucked away under it because she just knows, like, she's so smart. They were all warm. Where are you going? You coming over to me? Come on. Come see me. Come on. You gonna keep coming? Look at you trying. Can you hear me? Trying to lift your head up like that, big, like a big boy. Here, come here. Hi. He got the hiccups. You got the hiccups? Sorry. Here. The army crawl. All right, well, we're gonna go now, but thank you again. We love you all. Have a good night. And we will update you guys more on how everybody's doing tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us. Bye.